Hello students, welcome back. We are going to continue the lesson crop production and management. Before enter into the class, let us start it with a small recap. Do you remember what have you studied in the previous class? In the previous class, we studied about the various methods to increase crop production which contain crop rotation, seed bank, seed balls, heirloom seeds and bioindicators. In this class, we are going to learn about the agricultural research institutions of India. Students, increasing crop production is an inevitable necessity to meet the challenges faced by the modern society. So, the Ministry of Agriculture in India has developed various research bodies to analyze the methods of crop production and apply new techniques on the basis of research findings in agricultural practices. So come on, let us enter into the topic. Agricultural research bodies do researches to increase crop production. They formulate the agricultural practices to satisfy the farmers' needs, disseminate the research information to the public through media, etc. Indian Agricultural Research Institute IARI, Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR are the best examples for the research bodies of India. The first one is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. It is commonly known as PUSA Institute. It is financed and administered by the ICAR. Responsible for the research leading to Green Revolution in India during 1970s. It helps to meet the needs of the nation. The next one is Indian Council of Agricultural Research. It is an autonomous body. That means it works independently. It coordinates agricultural education and research. It serves under the Department of Agricultural Research and Education. The Union Minister of Agriculture serves as its president. It is the largest network of agricultural research and education institutes in the world. Now we are going to learn about some important techniques followed by Indian government to increase the crop production. The first one is Krishi Vigyan Kendra KVK. It's a farm science center. It was first established in 1947 in Pondicherry and then to other states. It serves as a link between ICAR and farmers in local areas. Its aim is to apply agricultural research findings in localized settings. KVKs can be formed under agricultural institutions of government and non-government organizations. What are the responsibilities of KVKs? KVKs test innovative farming methods developed by ICAR institutes in local level before being transferred to farmers. It organizes programs to show the efficacy of new technologies on farmers' field. It also organizes workshops to discuss modern farming techniques with groups of farmers. It provides advisory service to the farmers for trading. It focuses on crop cultivation methods, etc. The Agricultural Research Institutions of India has developed many techniques to increase crop production and management. Some of them are identified as very effective cultivation of crops. Let us see them now. The various agricultural techniques in crop production and management. or foliar spray, EM technology, vermi wash and Panchagavya. Let us see them now one by one. First one is foliar sprays or foliar feeding. It's a technique of feeding plants by applying liquid fertilizer directly to their leaves. The essential elements of liquid fertilizers sprayed or absorbed through stomata. They are generally sprayed in early morning or late evening. The total absorption takes place through epidermis of leaves. Example, sea-based plant mixes from kelp which contains trace nutrients and some hormones which are useful for the development of plant leaves, flowers and fruit. What is EM technology? EM technology is a probiotic process for benefiting agricultural sectors. Some microorganisms become effective due to their role in nutrient recycling, plant protection, nutrient enrichment in the soil and improving the soil health. Example for such organisms are nitrogen fixers, phosphate stabilizers, photosynthetic microorganisms, lactic acid bacteria, yeast, rhizobacteria, actinomycetes and various fungi. Do you know what is vermi wash? It is also an important technique to increase the crop production. We must know about vermi wash. Vermi wash is a liquid collected after the passage of water through a column of worm action in vermiculture. Vermiculture is nothing but the culture of earthworm to get the vermicompost, an important organic manure. The liquid is a collection of excretory products and mucus secretion of earthworms and micronutrients from the soil organic molecules. It is used as a foliar spray for crops. Have you heard about Panchagavya? Panchagavya is a growth promoter made with a combination of 5 products obtained from the cow. How is it prepared? It is prepared with a combination of cow dung, cow urine, milk, curd and ghee. These 5 products are collectively termed as Panchagavya. For Panchagavya, the products of local breeds of cows can be used as they have more potency, that is more effective. What are the uses of Panchagavya? The Panchagavya promotes growth and provides immunity booster. It provides resistance to pests and increases overall yield. Do you know how can it be used? It can be used for seed treatment. Before sowing seeds, the seeds are soaked in Panchagavya at least for 20 minutes for better yield. Students, I hope by knowing all these efforts taken by our government, you might have understood the importance of food production. Every day there are millions of people, even children and other organisms die in the world with hunger and starvation. But the Lord Almighty has blessed us with all sorts of comforts. So we should express our gratitude by avoiding the wastage of food. Never waste food, but offer the extra to the needed people. Let us meet in the next class.